Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Devalog. I hope you all are doing well and feeling all festive up. Now for today's video, we're starting with undone hair and bare skin because I just wanted to sit down with you guys and chit chat and get ready with you guys like I used to back in the day. I feel like off late I've been trying to make myself and my videos look a little too perfect, and I get it. Like while there's nothing wrong in that, I feel like there need to be a couple of moments of rawness here and there as well. So I thought, you know what? What better than a get ready with me? I'm gonna try and edit this as less as possible. Like, of course, there's still gonna be editing because I blabber way too much. But for the most part, if I fumble or mumble, I'm not gonna edit it out, which I usually do. I usually make sure I'm saying everything perfect in just one go, which has been a little time taking because I do end up fumbling a lot, and there's so many bloopers that I have that just never make it to anywhere, and it's something I have to unlearn as well because I've always wanted to make myself look so professional, which I'm truly not. Like if you meet me in person, I'm the goofiest person in the room, and people often tell me that you are two different Shreyas, and I get it again because not everyone gets your personality. All of my videos where I've been myself, like my goofy self, maybe in a say a vlog or something of that sort, there's so many people who are like, oh, you're such an over actor, or oh, 50 rupees kato acting or whatever. And I mean, I get it. Like, it can come across as me trying to do something for the camera, but that's honestly not the case. I am very, very, very goofy. I can attest to that. I like to joke around. I like to make weird comments and all of that. But yeah, that's a long ass intro without you even asking for it. Let's just do one thing. Let's put our hair back because we are getting ready together. Of course, if you want to play with makeup alongside me, you can bring out your makeup as well. We can just chit chat. Let me know how your life is going. What are your plans? Is something exciting happening in your life? And I will update you and fill you in with mine as well, even though there's nothing that exciting or that happening in my life right now. But I'll still, like, give you guys certain updates because why not? Clutches are back, which is a big update. I hope they're still called clutchers. I heard people call them claw clip, and I was like, no, these are clutchers. Like, we are from the early 19. No, I'm not from the early 1990s. I'm sorry. I'm born in 1995. But early 2000s, when clutchers or butterfly clips were the it thing, and then they went out of fashion, but now they're back. So that is cool. You know what? I should actually zoom you guys in a little bit, not a lot, because I don't want you guys to be in my face. I still wanted to be like, oh, we are sitting face to face, but still a little closer than this. So let me bring you guys in closer. This is much better. This is not totally zoomed into my face like a tutorial would be, but still zoomed in enough so you can see what I'm doing. Now, this is not a tutorial. I'm just going to do my basic everyday glam. And by everyday glam, I mean this is something I can wear with anything and everything. And I love this sort of makeup. I will keep on popping images of the products I'm using. I might not talk through everything. I'm mostly using my project pan stuff. And if I bend over to the side a lot and if it annoys you, I'm really sorry, but I have all of my makeup here. And again, whenever I'm doing tutorials, I always make sure that I keep everything on my lap so that I can just go like, next I'm going to use an hourglass primer because I like that way. But I feel like, again, it can look a little robotic like that. I'm just have it right here. So yeah, I'm going to just bend to the side, pick stuff up, put it back and all of that. Again, I'm just doing how I would do if I'm getting ready off camera, which is of course me having makeup spilled everywhere. I have a lot of stuff just like kept randomly here. So I'm just going to start off by priming my skin. But again, you guys were letting me know what has been up with you. And this primer is almost at its last leg. And if you are following my project pan, this is a spoiler for you guys. But I'm trying to get as much as I can, like the amount I require, obviously, not extra, but it's just not helping me today. So let's just go in with whatever I have, which is not enough. But yeah, what's been going in your life? Let me know. This is the third time that I'm asking. So if you've not already commented, comment right now. Otherwise, I will haunt you in your worst nightmares. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I don't come in nightmares. मैं सिर्फ सपनों की राजकुमारी हूँ. I don't know why I said that because it sounds very creepy. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I just make weird statements and then I regret making weird statements. And now I'm putting it on the internet for it to live on forever and ever and ever. But yeah, let's talk about me, little old me. And by now, I'm not little old me, I'm just getting old me because in about 3.5 months, if my maths is correct, 3.5 months, I will turn 28. Yeah, I'm turning 28, you guys. Who is allowing that to happen? And not because, oh, I'm Peter Pan and I want to be forever young, which was honestly the dream to be forever young. I wanted to stop at 18, but now we're going to get to 28, so it's a whole decade later. But more like, I don't think I should be an adult. And I know a lot of guys who are like born in like mid to late 1990s kind of relate to that because we've seen just so much change in front of us. Like we went from LimeWire to iTunes and Spotify. And as much as that should have made us evolve better, I think it has also hampered us in a way because we feel like we're not here, not there. We're in this weird limbo of sorts. Neither can I identify with like millennials, neither with Gen Z. I don't even know the terms honestly. I don't even care enough to know my lingo. I know that Gen Z are people who are born in like 2000s and later. And honestly, even if I'm like 95 and 2000 is just like a 5 year gap, it's a huge gap. And how do I know that? So recently, I did get someone to like work for me. We're not working together anymore. Like I had an assistant, but I had to let her go because of creative differences. I'm not a hard person to work with, if I'm being very honest. It's more like I kind of put my work on a certain pedestal and not in an egoistic way. ऐसा नहीं कि मेरा काम सबसे best है. But if I imagine something to be a certain way, I want it to be that way, and I will pressurize myself also for it. Like, and that's why I feel like I've been really inconsistent as well, because there's so many videos I'll shoot and I'll scrap. I have cards full of b-roll and b-roll and b-roll, but no a-roll. And for those of you who don't understand, so a-roll is this roll where I'm like sitting and talking to the camera, and b-roll is like product shots and shots that you would add on top of videos, right? Like texture shots and all of that. So I have b-roll for so many things, but no a-roll, because I film it and there's something or the other goes wrong and I delete it. And by something, I mean as trivial as like my hair not looking good. And that's been a challenge again. So back in the day, I was just watching my own old videos and I realized that I'm not even doing my makeup any longer, but just like chatting up. Back in the day, my makeup, there are so many times, I'm just bringing my bag in here, guys, because I have to search for something. Back in the day, there were so many times that my videos had things that were not going right. Like, okay, I can't find my concealer. Give me a minute. Now, this is where we let it because I can't find stuff. I found my concealer, but I sort of lost my chain of thought while doing that. But I feel like I was saying back in the day. So, I was looking at a couple of my older videos. Don't do that. Don't attempt that stunt. A lot of those are very, very cringe. But I was just looking at a couple of my own videos for some reason, and I realized that there are so many things that I just didn't care about. Like, I didn't care how my hair was looking, if my makeup was done or not, what the background was, and just so many other things. All I knew was I wanted to sit down and film and get the stuff as quickly up as I could, like upload the video up as quickly as I could. Because again, back in the day, when I had started YouTube, we were still in the dial-up era. Wi-Fi was still pretty new and it was damn slow, so you had to put your videos on upload like a night or two in advance. And even after that, sometimes it used to fail if your connection was like weak or something, which is pretty frustrating. And honestly, today's kids would never know that level of patience, because don't have to go through that, right? Like all of these things are pretty much instant for them. So yeah, what was I saying? And this is why I do my more professional sit down videos, because I just ramble on, I digress, I go on to so many different parallels, and then I forget what my initial point was. But I think I was saying that I never used to like care about anything, and now it's like even if one curl is like not in line, I will cut my video, I will like fix it up and I'll start all over again. And even after that, when I go back to like my edit table and see something is not right, I'll just delete the video. So it's it's been a task. I don't know why am I being so hard on myself, when my main goal honestly is to produce content that is helpful and not content that is perfect to look at. But it's just been a struggle. It's me against me again. It's more of a it's me not you situation. And I get it, it can be frustrating if someone is not consistent with what they do. I have been getting messages, and I know for a fact that I haven't been the most consistent person, so not the YouTuber of the year for me, but it's just, I don't know. I just feel like if I don't do production of a certain level, no one is going to be interested in my videos. And it's it's funny because I mean, I just can't explain it. And I know that today, even if you have like good content, and this has been the thing, right? If you have good content, people don't really care about the quality or the background or anything of that sorts. But I'll tell you what, the body positivity movement or like love your imperfections movement is very recent, right? I joined YouTube when I was like a teenager. I was 16 or 17. So it's been more than a decade, right? And at that point, perfection was what people looked for. And I was a shy, introverted, fat, bullied kid. And I'm not trying to cry help for it. I'm not. I've never asked for sympathy on this basis, and I never would. But as someone who was already like an introvert, very conscious of everything, an insecure person overall, if I used to get comments like, oh my god, fix your hair before you sit down to do makeup, or what is that background AO, then it used to make me feel lesser than. And I step by step started closing up a lot. I started making sure that everything was perfect, it was in place and all of that. And to get to that point, I forgot the main goal, that is just good content. Yeah, like just having that connection. And I've started to realize that I started to again consciously trying to unlearn years of learning that I have to be perfect and just everything has to look a certain way. So yeah, it's a lot of layers. It's not as simple as, oh, she is this person or she's that person. Because I get it that because I come across as so professional, it might feel like I'm a very strict person or I'm someone who has a lot of attitude and ego and this and that. And I get that a lot. This is something I've been saying since so many years, that if I got a rupee for every single time someone said to me after like knowing me that, oh my god, I thought you would have a lot of attitude or ego, but you are basically, I don't even know what word to use, because a lot of those words are very derogatory, but they use it in a fun way. So I don't want to use those words and, just promote those words. But what I'm trying to say is that my friends, they're like, we don't even feel like we are sitting with someone who's like an influencer or something. And I'm like, dude, I'm just a normal girl. Why? And now I can't find my powder. Why am I so underprepared for this? Why? What is wrong with me? Let me grab my powder. Time for another edit. I'll tell you what, I'm using this Airspun loose powder and the packaging is completely wrecked. It's wrecked and I refuse to give up on it. I'm like, I will finish you in your original packaging. It's broken from 1,000 different places, but I wouldn't care less. And I think that's beautiful. We should give broken things a chance as well. Anywho, Z, I was saying my friends, they always tell me that we don't even feel like we're hanging out with like an influencer or whatever you want to call me. I don't like to use the word influencer. I feel like I don't want to influence anyone. I'm here for like, you know, shits and giggles or whatever you want to call it. But mm, oh my god, too much powder. But the thing is that I never considered myself only in that way. Like whenever I'm out with friends or family, my phone is down, I'm in the moment, I do not document everything. I just, let it go. I'm just in my zone, just enjoying and chilling. And I get it, for a lot of people who are like daily vloggers, they have to pick up those moments. And no matter what you say that, oh, you don't see my whole life or anything, I've tried vlogging and I can say as a matter of fact, it hampers your life. It hampers the way you look at things because you want all of the special moments to be captured. And if a moment is not captured, it screws up your mind. It does. Like they'll always have like, oh, I couldn't capture it, I'm so sad, but it was such a great moment. I mean, if it was truly a great moment, you should be enjoying that moment, right? And I know a lot of people these days enjoy. What am I doing? Why am I baking? Why am I baking? Because I picked up too much powder. Yep, that's why I'm baking. So now I have to bake to make sure that all of the sides are even. I don't even need to bake. I don't have to go anywhere after this. It is just a chill session. But I have too much powder in my cap still. I have to just put it back now. Yeah, I was saying, as someone who's tried vlogging and No, I won't say I failed that miserably because I feel like I can still go back to my vlogs and watch them. They are nice vlogs, but I gave up on them. They weren't something that were my cup of tea. I want to truly enjoy my moments. I want to be able to put my phone aside and concentrate on people who are in front of me. I want to eat my food while it's still hot without me having to like constantly take photos of it. So, yeah, that way no matter what anyone says, trust me, whenever someone is putting their life out there, they are giving up a part of it, and you can truly see that in the personality as well. What was my point? This video is so all over the place. I am so sorry. If you want to click out of it, feel free. Feel free. Oh, yeah, I was telling you guys about how. Okay, I'll do this in the stereotypical ways. Guys, I'm a really normal girl. I'm the girl next door. I don't have any attitude or ego, but I truly don't. I truly don't. And whenever I go to any event and I see someone else having an attitude or an air about themselves, I'm like, why though? Why? What's the point? Like, I would usually say कोई तुम अंबानी के बच्चे थोड़ी ना, but even if you are अंबानी का बच्चा, why do you need ego or attitude? Like, why is it necessary to like throw around attitude? Everyone is a human. They're also made up of cells. You're also made up of cells. Um, I don't know why do you need to show anyone attitude, because I remember this one particular event. So you would know how introverted and shy I am. Like, I'm not shy. I'll call myself an ambivert. With my friends, I bully them, and not in a mean way, but bully them in more like I'll pull their leg and all of that stuff, right? But when I'm in a setting that I don't know a lot of people, or I don't know how they will perceive me, I'm this really shy, introverted person. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll make sure that they don't think that I'm a weird person, because I am a weird person, and I'm okay with that. But I just don't want other people to think I'm weird, which is very weird. If I'm okay with being weird, why do I care about other people and what do they think? Deep thoughts. Anyway, I was at this event, and this blogger that I know since a while. I know that they like she's been in the business since a while. Is what I'll just please don't assume anyone, all right? Because I know people start assuming who it is, and it's not me trying to nitpick anyone or talk bad about anyone. It is just so everyone's experience with every other person is all subjective, right? So your experience with me would be different than someone else's experience with me. Someone else might hate me while someone else might love me, and that's all right. So we were at this event and we were having a chat, and suddenly this blogger tried to make me feel like I don't know my job, in the sense of financial aspects, like, oh, you should be charging this, you should be doing this, you shouldn't be doing this with brands and all of that. And I'm like, bhai, it's okay. It honestly is like, मुझे नहीं चाहिए ज्ञान यार. मतलब I've been doing this since a while, and I know that I'm not the most consistent or the most easy person to work with, in the sense that I have a lot of demands when I work with any brand. Like, मुझे पहले भेजो, ये करो, वो करो. I have to drop a lot of campaigns because of that as well. Not that I'm sad about it, I'm actually happy about it. So I also have a manager now on board, which is fun. I love her. She is absolutely the best, because she is on board with like how I work. So that is something I really really like. But yeah, so we were just having this conversation, and she asked me if I wanted to pick up a campaign or not, like a certain campaign. I'm not going to name the brand or anything. And I was like, no, I don't want to. So I told her to quote them triple or four times the charges that I usually tell anyone, so that it wouldn't come across as rude. It would just come across as, oh, I charge way too much for their budget, but those are not my original budget as well. But yeah, so that was fun, that I was being lectured about how I should be going about working with brands when I have been working for more than a decade. And again, sometimes, yeah, I don't know my self-worth, and I like to work with brands that vibe with my ideology and can give me that sort of freedom. Or if there's a certain product that I like, I don't mind getting a little lesser money, but actually being able to recommend you guys good things as well. But of course, someone or the other has to find faults in you. And I don't know why I bake now. I have this really, really weird white cast going on. we're gonna ignore that. It's not a makeup tutorial anyway, and I'm not gonna scrap this video just because I don't look perfect, okay? Yes, we're gonna do that. Anyway, we were talking about my assistant. I had to let her go because this new Gen Z PD, I feel like, again, because they've not had that bit of, I don't want to against. Oh my god, I feel like I'm constantly saying I don't want to sound rude or mean, but I am constantly sounding rude or mean. But we worked together for like 3 months, and after that, oh shit, I was opening my highlighter upside down. Thankfully, nothing happened. Oof, this would have been a disaster. I had to let her go because, yeah, I mean, again, I like my work to be taken seriously, and by that I mean, like, if there's something that I've told you, just do that. Yeah, just do that, basically. And that wasn't happening, and then I realized I've been doing this by myself for like 10 years, and even if she is not there, I can do it, which is true. I can do it. It was just that I wanted to have that sense of freedom, that I don't have to do this work, like making setups. What have I done? Like making setups and all of that, but all of these setups are being made by me and my mom. My mom is an angel, not because, oh my god, she's like always available for me or anything, but I always like to go back to her to take advices for product reviews, for backdrops and everything. And now I'm just gonna quickly grab my spray. I have my makeup everywhere, okay? So I'm gonna quickly grab my spray. So edit number 3 coming in. Okay, I got my spray, and you know what? I'm actually just gonna list all of the products in the bottom bar. I don't want things to be popping up on screen. I think it's going to be a little too messy. Not messy, just distracting. Yes, distracting is the word. So I'm just gonna take a quick little shower in my setting spray and try not to ingest it like I usually do, because I talk even while I'm applying my spray or applying my lipstick. Need to stop doing that. Anyway, I realized that my initial pointer was talking about how even people who were born in like 2000s or like early 2001 2 are so different from people who were born in 95, 96. Our cartoons are not even the same, because this assistant that I was telling you guys about, we were having a conversation and I made a reference from That's So Raven and Hannah Montana, and she didn't understand, and that should have been the biggest red flag for me, but it wasn't. Like, I'm joking, this is not in a rude way, but that and everything else, like, they don't know LimeWire and they don't know the BBM era, because they were still like in the young teenage phase, then BBM like phased out and all of that. So yeah, just like in a matter of 5 years the world changed so much, and again, a lot of those people don't really know patience at all. And that's not a, oh, I have hair everywhere. Hmm. That's not a bad thing per se. It's not their fault that they were born in 2000s or whatever. Uh, yaar, bahal. Yeah, it's not their fault that they were born in a certain year or anything. I'm just saying, just like how our parents used to like talk about हमारे ज़माने में तो and आजकल के बच्चे तो. I feel like I'm at that age. That was what I was trying to say. That I'm not a little old girl any longer. I'm just going to be an old girl. I'm going to turn 28. I forgot to do a step in my base that I really love, and that is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. And I'm about to completely finish it off. I don't know. It's been months that I've been sitting at these corners. Months. I'm not even kidding you guys. And they just never seem to finish up. पता नहीं ये कब खत्म होंगे. Yeah. So my age is officially that age where I'm like, oh, हमारे ज़माने में तो Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, and That's So Raven, and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Oh my god, I need to rewatch all of that now. Lizzie McGuire. If you are from near about my age, what were your favorite cartoons? Like, these are not cartoons, these were shows, right? Cartoons would be more like Tom and Jerry, Pingu, Oswald, और कौन से कार्टून होते थे, Looney Tunes, और याद नहीं आ रहे. So yeah, let me know your favorites because I would love to have that conversation with someone who can actually understand my references as well. But yeah, it's a different thing, because I also got a photographer on board, not for these videos. I can't do these videos with anyone. This should be just me and my camera. So my YouTube is pretty much just me. It's more like for Insta and all of that. And he's also from 2000. He's 2001 born or 2002 born, I think one. And same thing, blank expressions when I talk about anything from my era. So it's like, but with him, it's a different thing. He's actually pretty good at his job, and I love his work. So yeah. But for YouTube, I don't think I can ever get like a video for these sort of videos I'm talking about, not talking about like, lookbooks and all of that. For that, you need someone, right? I'm talking more on the lines of like these sit down videos. I don't think I can ever work with anyone because I'll be too shy to talk about half of the things. And that's what I feel like with people who are from the OG era of content creation. And by OG, I mean like the earlier eras, right? Like the earlier times. They all, I feel, somewhere deep down are either introvert or they were lonely or they were just weird people, okay, altogether. Because who the hell in the right mind would sit down and talk to a camera for like hours and hours straight back in the day? Like today, it's a normal thing. Today, people take selfies and just like walk around talking, even if they're not on social media because FaceTime and all of that. But back in the day when we had digicams, oh my god, I still have my first camera that I used to film with. I actually have all of my cameras. One day I want to build like a shrine to all of my cameras. Weird. Again, I told you guys I'm pretty weird, but I've never sold any of my camera even when I upgraded because I just feel so attached to all of them. I feel like all of them have made me who I am today, and I just can't part my ways with them. So, yeah, whew. Doing eyebrows while talking is difficult, right? It does not get any easy with time, practice, or anything whatsoever. So, uh, as I was saying, Gen Z, millennials, I don't even know the terms. I'm turning 28. That is all. That does not matter. That does not matter because I don't feel like I can be an adult. Oh, yeah, that was our actual. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Initial point was that we are in this weird limbo where we relate with our parents and with the upcoming teenagers both, because we've seen both. I have personally with my own hands rolled cassettes with pencil and all of that, but in the same breath I also download music from Spotify and choose trending music on reels and all of that. So it's a weird limbo that we are in. And I can't say that I wouldn't have it any other way. If I could, I would probably actually go back to like times when you didn't really have a lot of technology and things were better in the sense. So if you're new here, you wouldn't know this, but I was very close to all of my grandparents, and I used to have these really cool chats with my nani. And she told me that this one time, so she and my nana ji used to travel a lot. So this one time they were traveling in like Europe to they were in Europe and they were going from Switzerland to Italy. And that point of time, it was in Schengen, so you had to get like separate visas for everywhere. And they were in a train, and the TT comes in and he's like, "Do you have a visa?" And they're like, "No, we don't. We're just like chilling and going to Italy." And he just stamped a new visa for them, and they didn't have like visa issues and all of that. And this sounds like such a first world problem, that why do I want to time travel? Because visa rules were easier. I mean, you could travel as much as you want and just go anywhere and everywhere. And dude, there was still like a newness to everything, in the sense we were just doing we started Diwali cleaning and all of that, and this huge cardboard box of like a JVC deck came out. And if you don't know a deck, again, you're too young, and obviously deck wasn't there in my time as well. But I have a home full of antiques, okay? I have stereo systems, I have cassette players till date in my house. So we don't throw stuff away as a family. I have established the fact that we have an issue in throwing stuff away. So anytime we bring in something new and we realize that we have to throw something out, we'll find another place to keep the older stuff and not throw it out, which is not how it should be. And I don't have my eye makeup brushes here, but you know what? I'm just going to do a single shadow like that and call it a day. I couldn't care less any longer at this point. I'm just having too much fun having this conversation with you guys. But do I have a mascara in here is the real question, because if I don't, we'll have to take another editing break. Great, I don't have a mascara in here, so I might as well just grab one or two eyeshadow brushes and do something a little bit more respectable than this, because apparently, as a makeup guru or a makeup YouTuber, I should be able to by now do makeup that would please the gods, which I clearly still can't. I'm still learning with you guys, I'm enjoying with you guys. I feel like it's my makeup is still just me and not like whatever it is. But let me quickly take another edit break and I'll just grab my stuff and I'll be here. I will make sure that I have everything that I need so that I don't have to get up one more time because I know it might get annoying. Now that I have everything with me, I don't think I'll have to move anytime soon, so we can have a nice chit chat session. So as I was saying, so there was a JVC deck ka cardboard that we still had from like 30 years ago. My nani bought that from US in like 1980s or something, and it's still here, okay? And we were just talking about, like, me and my mom, we were just talking about how back in the day traveling was also exciting because newer things were getting invented every day, right? And a lot of things weren't available here, and then for a lot of things that are available here, it wasn't like they weren't available outside, so people used to travel and buy stuff as well. And now these days everything is available everywhere. We have Amazon and so many other things, so that whole aspect of like, oh my god, we're going to go to the US and then we're going to get so much stuff from there is like gone almost, I feel like. So I mean, which is good also in a way to say that you can actually travel for travel, but then there's so many places which do not require travel for travel, and which also reminds me that Dubai has also like Dubai is more expensive than India when it comes to luxury shopping. Did you know that? Like I knew that because last year I went into Emporio. I went in for shits and giggles, honestly. Not shits and giggles, I went in to buy something, I'll be real. I went in to buy something, but because I knew someone was coming down from Dubai, I was like, is it cheaper here or in Dubai? Because I'm a cheap steak like that, and I'm proud of that fact. Like, I do not take money for granted. If I know I can get something for cheaper somewhere, I bloody hell will. I compare prices on Big Basket and BB now. I compare it from Swiggy and everything to make sure that I'm not spending extra if I don't need to. Um, so yeah, like I'm not a cheapskate in a way that I'll bargain to like kill the other person, but I'm talking about if I know for a fact that I can get something at a cheaper rate, then I will. Hopefully that is something that does not, like, I rarely bargain. I can't, I like, I really, I, and it's not like, oh, I can't bargain, I'm this Barbie doll, but sometimes I feel like, what's the point? Plus, it's been ages that I've been to a flea market anyway, so yep, that's also been helping. I don't bargain with like people in my life. For example, oh, I forgot to give you guys this life update. I joined yoga and I joined a morning class, which for me is like me and morning. How is that working out? But it's been working out well. I've been really enjoying it, and I'm actually practicing with someone whom I know since college. Like, we were batchmates. Never really talked in college that much. Again, my introverted ass could not. But we knew of each other, and then she started practicing yoga, and I thought, you know what? Let me just also like join in. So I did that and I asked her like her charges and everything. She quoted something. I didn't even say that, oh, do we have a better rate or this or that, which are the general norms which you know, just for, again, shits and giggles, to just ask someone. I was like, someone has put in their time and effort in becoming something, in learning something, and I should like respect that fact. So I just like, yeah, went ahead with that. But I've been really enjoying yoga. That is the whole crux of this digression. Yes, education has failed me once again. But yeah, what was the main bloody point? I keep on forgetting the points that I start my stories with, and then it's like we are at this weird point where we both don't know what am I trying to say. Cool, cool, cool. It is honestly a surprise and a shocker. How are you guys still subscribed to me? Because I pull off all of these weird antics. And that is why, honestly, I feel like I should stick to my pretty professional videos. Whew. Anywho, Z, yoga has been great. This is my second month. I did a whole month in September, and I was looking forward to it every single day. I wake up at 5:30. She is changed now. People generally say in your late 20s or 30s, you change, you start loving mornings and all of that. Not sure if I started loving mornings, like loving waking up in the morning, but I wake up by myself, which, again, shocker. This mascara is damn nice. Yeah, it's Sky High by Maybelline, and I know a lot of you guys have been saying that it's a little difficult to remove. I find using an oil really easy, and once you do that, it does get removed very easily. It does not like stick to my lashes or anything, but it does give my lashes a lot of length and volume, which is very important for me personally, because I have very non-existent lashes, and that's why I'm always seen in false lashes on at least YouTube. And today I'm gonna switch that up as well. I'm not gonna wear false lashes. How's that for a change? I am gonna stick to my natural lashes and we're gonna keep it like that. I'm just going to coat my lashes really well. I'll probably do one more coat off camera because right now the angling of my mirror is not really helping me. And now we do our lippy stick. Lippy stick. Even for makeup, yeah. I mean, there is so much that is happening. There are so many launches and it's so overwhelming. Again, back in the day when I started was the my tipping point of like what pissed me off that oh ho India mein to koi makeup hi nahi hai, and now there's just too much. So again, अति भी बुरी होती है, हर चीज़ की अति भी बुरी होती है. I think like that came out in a way that I don't know Hindi, but I know good Hindi and I love to talk in Hindi. If you would meet me anywhere, मैं 90% times हिंदी में ही बात कर रही होती हूँ and I just love Hindi यार. It's what I've known ever since I was born, and I think everyone who has their mother tongue, whatever language that might be, it is your comfort place. Like you think in your mother tongue as well. So yeah, हर चीज़ की अति भी बुरी होती है is my point. तो अब इतना ज़्यादा मेकअप हो गया है कि I feel overwhelmed every single time I look at makeup and I want to finish stuff up and I'm not able to because बुत्था तो उतना ही है and you can't like you can't really finish that quickly, right? जैसे अब ये लिपस्टिक का ही ले लो, दिस इज कैट वन डी लॉलिता. अब कैट वन डी भी नहीं है, इट्स केवीडी वीगन ब्यूटी और वट एवर इट इज, and I still have it. It is getting emptied, but it will take a while, right? इतने से तो लिप्स हैं, कितनी लिपस्टिक लगा लोगे यार. So that way, what's nice is that brands are coming out with minis. So people who are new to makeup, they might enjoy it, but as someone who's been doing videos and makeup for more than 10 years, day in, day out, it becomes a little too much. I'm not going to lie. I mean, real talk for like 2 minutes. There are days when I wake up and I'm like, should I just like completely switch up my career because I have educational qualifications for that and it's not a field that I would mind working in as well. Sometimes, people automatically assume that being a blogger is an easier alternative and that's why people wouldn't go back to anything, but that's not true. I'm a sociology graduate and I love sociology. I love research work. I love it. I still read so many papers and research off camera. I don't talk about a lot of things, but I love to research. I love to just study and study and study more. And I've had this chat with a lot of people that I have those days where I'm like, I just want to change in my life. Like, I just want to change in my bloody life because I've been doing the same damn thing for 10 years. And it's not like, oh, you could always switch up and do vlogging. That's not the point. The point is, for more than 10 years, I've been sitting here and I've been talking about makeup, I've been talking on camera and everything. And while I love it, obviously, everyone has those days. Even as someone who has a normal 9 to 5, I know that because my brother has a normal 9 to 5, right? And why do I need to say normal 9 to 5? Just 9 to 5, right? So my brother has a 9 to 5, and he also has his days when he's like, I don't want to do this shit any longer. And then my father, who is a businessman, he also has those days when he's like, I don't want to do this. And then my mom, who's a homemaker, she also has those days when she's like, मैं तुम सबको छोड़ के इस घर से चली जाऊंगी because तुम लोगों ने मेरा खून पी रखा है. So I think no matter whatever you're doing in your life, you need those sort of breaks. You need to step back a little to fall back in love with it, right? Because it just becomes a little monotonous for everyone once in a while. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was having those moments where I was like, you know what, I should just probably do something else with my life. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Do I? I don't. Cool. And I don't know. I don't think I would because at the end of the day, if again I'm being very honest, which I will be, of course, why will I be dishonest? I still pretty much love my job a lot. Okay, I love to just play up with makeup and have it. कौन सा लगाया जाए? Orange और pink दोनों ही जाएगा ना? Which one do you think? Yeah, I pretty much still love my job. I think I'm gonna go with let's go with orange. अगर नहीं चला तो pink लगा लेंगे. Pretty much love my job still. I love the community we have here. I know that things are changing very very rapidly when it comes to like social media and everything, and you might feel like the OGs will go extinct soon, but I still have a community and I don't care if the views are dwindling. I never cared about views, and I've said this a million times. I don't care about views because it's more about the community aspect, and I still know that I have that community who's growing up with me. When I was 16, those people were also 16. When I was 20, those people were 20, and now I'm turning 28. And a lot of you will also be turning 27, 28, 29 in those ages, and we'll still have our Hannah Montana, our That's So Raven, our Jessie Koini connection, which today's kids will never understand, honestly. They won't understand Dil Mil Gaye. They won't understand the craze we had for Dr. Arman or so many other things. Ooh, this looks a little out there for sure. I don't know if I'm feeling it or not. Let me try the pink one now. But we'll always have those connections. And that is everything and more to me. And just to get views, I ain't doing no spicy Q&As or drinking challenges or vlogging crazy things or eating stupid food for 24 hours or anything of that sort. My body is too precious for that. And again, it's not in an egoistic way. I know a lot of you might be enjoying videos like that, but tell me, what are you gaining out of watching a video where people are eating pink food for 24 hours? And it's not even truly pink. Like, if you were to eat pink food, go eat a dragon fruit, go eat, I don't know what else is like naturally pink. You're adding food color to a bloody dosa. That is assault, okay? Then you're drinking Starbucks pink drink or what? No. I just want these stupid challenges to end because there also a phase, right? Like there was a slime phase, and everyone left, right, and center was talking about slime, and now slime is nowhere to be seen. And other things like soap cutting and whatnot. So these challenges are a phase, and I want this phase to end. What is going to remain is people who love to create content for the love of content creation. So, yeah. I'm not going to be doing that just for views. I truly cannot. That is not me. I feel like whatever I'm putting out should have some value to it, some value. Even for this video, I feel like there are so many topics that we've talked about that are, at least they open up a conversation. It makes you think about something. It's not just useless blabber. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully, I know there are going to be some people who are still going to think it was useless blabber. And a lot of people tell me I talk too much. Yeah, just. And that was another thing, right? I talk a lot. I'm a chatterbox. I used to talk a lot in my videos, and over a period of times, over a period of time, I let those comments also get to me that I talk a lot. So I need to stick to the point. Just talk about this is a highlighter, highlights well. Okay, bye. Take care. Mwah, whatever. And I'll probably like switch up this lip color in a bit. I'll open up my hair for the outro and just like, fix up a little things here and there, my mascara and all of that. But yeah, I was just saying that I feel like I let those comments get to me, and it's unfair to me, by me. Like, it's unfair what I'm doing to myself because I'm trying to please people whom I can never please. There are always going to be people who will not like me, and I've heard this, I know this, that you could be the sweetest, ripest peach in the world, but there's going to be someone who hates peaches. And my addition to that is, guess what? I hate peaches. So yeah, I have to understand that I can't be everyone's cup of peach. Cup of peach? Of peach there. I can't be everyone's cup of tea, and that's all right. I am the best iced Americano, is all I know. So yeah, I need to just like understand that. So I'm gonna have another edit now. I'm gonna quickly fix up whatever the hell I've done on my face. I'm gonna open up my hair, and then we're gonna do an outro and just wrap this video up because it's been a while since we've been chatting. I'm sure you're also done with your makeup by now. Oh, and I didn't realize our light went off. Cool, that's great. So the light is back on for 5 minutes or less. I added some jhumkis and bindi, and I overall really like this look, and I loved sitting down and chatting with you guys. I'm not gonna make this outro any longer. Sorry, creature of habit. I'm not gonna make this outro any longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this. और अगर ये और ऐसी videos देखनी है तो please let me know. I would love to do it for you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Bye.